Alright, here's part 21 of my CD collection. Got this whole new row here. This is the first part of the last shelf. We got like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 more stacks like this. And then we'll go to the bottom part of the shelf, and then that'll be on my CDs. So first off, we have here is POD's album Satellite. POD is a band you either love or you really do dislike. I happen to love them. You know, I remember hearing Alive, Satellite, Boom. I actually remember hearing Boom on the radio many times when I was younger. This came out September 11th of '01. A lot of albums came out that year. Yeah, there's the disc. I like POD. They're a really good new/rap metal band. I have some of their other albums too. Boom, you know, that's the one where it's like, here comes the boom, ready or not. You may have heard it, I don't know. But yeah, POD, great band. Here's the Lost Highway soundtrack, which has, now funny enough, I've actually never seen Lost Highway. I know it's a Lynch film, David Lynch, but I only bought this because it has a couple of songs. I know it's got a Rammstein song, I know it's got Marilyn Manson, I Put a Spell on You, with Apple of Sodom, which was recorded during the Antichrist Superstar tour, but it was put on this album. And it also has a song by Smashing Pumpkins. Was it Smashing Pumpkins? Yeah, It's a really good song. Just a lot of Nine Inch Nails. I mean, Trent Reznor was the producer of this, so of course a lot of Nine Inch Nails and Trent Reznor songs. And of course David Bowie. I don't think I've ever seen a David Lynch movie, even though I have Mulholland Drive right in front of me. I know my friend Emily's friend really likes him. I really need to get into his movies. But yeah, there's the booklet. Oh, it's one of those fold ones. That's alright. Which I assume has pictures from the movie. I know Marilyn Manson also has a part in this movie. And Twiggy, aka Jordy. They have parts in this movie. They're part of like the snuff film in the movie. That's the only part I've actually seen from the entire movie of Lost Highway. Because I know that was like Marilyn Manson's first like movie role. This isn't mine. I think this is my mom's, honestly. I've had this forever and ever and ever. But it's the soundtrack to Cousins. When did this come out? 89? Okay. I can't really say much about it because I haven't really seen Cousins. Might be a good movie, I don't know. I don't know, tell me in the comments if I should see Cousins. For anyone that has seen it. That has seen it, excuse me. There's kind of some local punk band I found in a dollar store, or dollar section at my record store. This is Generic's Response with Darkness. It's alright. Yeah, it's your typical run-of-the-mill punk stuff. I like how it says generic response suggested. Material musical material, including some disturbing themes and for language. Like, it actually has a rating for it. That's really kind of humorous. There's a 45 adapter. There's a CDR. I don't think this is on YouTube. It might be, but if it's not, I'll put it up. Usual photo collage with them hanging out and playing live. I don't think they're even around anymore. I think they put out this one CD. They might be around, I don't know. I don't think so though. Oh yeah, I was thinking, do I have the first? Yeah, I did show the first Snot album. This is the second Snot album called Straight Up, which was a tribute to, as you can see right there, James Lynn Straight from Snot, who passed. They were making the second album, and he sadly passed away in a car accident. So they got like these songs that they were written during, with the exception of I think one, which was, where is it? Absent, and of course it has Sad Air, which is a spoken word track from Lynn Straight. But this has a bunch of like songs from other singers, like Starlit Eyes has Serge from System of a Down. Catch a Spirit has Max from Soulfly. I really love Angel Sun, featuring the Seven Dust singer. Funeral Flights is a great song. Des from Coal Chamber, so of course it's gonna be awesome. Requiem is a great song too. But one of my favorites from this is probably Reaching Out, featuring Mark from Sugar Ray. That's such a good song. It really sucks that, you know, Lynn passed away so young, because, you know, you could tell he was really going to do some pretty good things, and I think he really would have involved his sound heavily. I mean, who knows where Snot could have went, you know, had Lynn not passed, but, you know. Because they had a bunch of different styles. They had, like, it was like punk, nu metal, ska. It was interesting. Yeah. And Dobbs, that's the dog that was in the first album cover that also died in the car accident. It's got lyrics. Oh, can I show that? I don't know if you can see that. That's a picture of Lynn when he was came out of a giant toilet at Limp Bizkit Ozfest '98, which Snot were there. There's Ozzy and Sharon. There's Jonathan Davis. Where's the picture? Yeah, there's Lynn. He was born a couple months after my mom. Yeah. You never know when your time is up. What is it? I'll show that in a second. Fly More. You know, people have said before in the past many times to me that Coal Chamber were probably the biggest copycats of Korn. No. These guys were the biggest copycats of Korn. These guys were from, I think, where were they from? I believe they were from Russia, I want to say. But this is their album Millennium, and for being a Korn ripoff, I mean, way after Korn were really popular, it was 2009, it's actually really good. I mean, hell, look at this. They even have a song called Queen of the Damned. I mean, that's straight up Korn worship right there. But which isn't a bad thing. And my copy is actually signed to Daniel from Fly. Although I do I know someone named Daniel, but I think I got this from someone. Is this a CDR? No. No, it's actually a factory press disc. It's a really good album. You know, if you could get past the whole thing about them being copycats, really copycats of Korn. I think they put out one EP after this. And then they split. But it's a really good one, you know. But then again, Peter Steele from Type O Negative has said, if you're gonna rip off any music, rip off from the best. So I mean, I guess, you know, he was right about that. Speaking of Slipknot, earlier, this is a pretty poorly made bootleg of Made, Feed, Kill, Repeat. I don't remember even who made, plus bonus tracks. I have no information about who made this, nor do what year this. I want to say this was made, oh man, 99, 2000, but it does have the entire Made, Feed, Kill, Repeat album on here. Although my copy, for whatever reason, the last couple seconds on each track is kind of cut off, but you know, but does have like rough mix. Although I kind of doubt the authenticity of some of them, because it's like Eyeless and Surfacing are rough mixes, but they sound like they were taken from like really sped up cassette tapes. And of course it has some of the B-sides from the Digipack, like Interloper, Despise, Spit It Out, Get This. And there's the disc. I mean, Comic Sans, right? But I guess I could say I have I mean, not really, but because I don't think they'll ever repress Made, Feed, Kill, Repeat. I don't think so. I mean, maybe in the band's 30th anniversary, but that's very highly doubtful, because I think Roadrunner actually owns the rights to Made, Feed, Kill, Repeat, so who knows. Not my favorite Stained album. This is Chapter 5. This is kind of when Stained started to go a little more, post-grunge. I mean, Schizophrenic Conversations is a good song, and Devil's a good song too, but you know, they definitely lost a lot of their original sound. But I get what Aaron was going for. I got this brand new too. Not when it came out, of course, but after. But it's good for what it is. It was an advertisement for Stained stuff. I heard they're working on a new album, which actually might be good, because I do like Stained. I wasn't really big on them at one point, but now I really like them. I still have to get a copy of Tormented for a good price. Anyone want to spare me 80, 200, 100 bucks? I'll get Tormented one day, but I saw a bootleg of it, I think, in my record store, but I don't know. I like having the real thing. And here's the Family Values Tour compilation, the first one from 1998, which has Korn, Rammstein, Ice Cube, Limp Bizkit, and Orgy. Got this from a person who I no longer talk to, and yeah. But it's in really good shape too. It's got the original parental advisory sticker on there. Really good live tracks. Like the Korn tracks live, Incubus. Ice Cube's alright, you know. Natural Born Killers. I have a video, a bootleg video, of Korn from this tour. That's really good. In fact, there's a picture right there of everyone involved. That's a good picture. I love that. Those are good times. Jonathan, please, please, please bring back Family Values Tour. Make it happen. And do I have it here? Do I have... I know I have the next one. Where is it? Yeah, I'll get to it when I can. Here's a band called the Pagans. This is the Blue album, which is I think this is it was supposed to be their next album when they came out in the 80s, but it never got released until like 2008. But yeah, the Pagans are like this punk band from Cleveland, Ohio. They were really good. Michael Hudson sang for, forgot what, oh, the Murder Junkies in like '94 for like 2 shows. That's how I discovered these guys, actually. I like the song Us and All of Our Friends Are So Messed Up, which it's like a very early demo version. Yeah, Blue Disc. If you like your really raw punk rock, you like this. That's Michael Hudson. Passed away a couple years ago from sepsis. May he rest in peace. This is a new metal band. I need to listen to this again. This is Asylum 414. I don't exactly remember where these guys are from, but I bought it from, again, some person online. It was recorded in 06, came out in 07, okay. Kind of another band that wore the masks and the face paint, you know. There were so many bands that friggin' did that. Yeah, I think you would see like yeah. But it's good. Really raw stuff. Really raw nu metal. Very much so after nu metal. Yeah, like 2007. Yeah, totally. I think that's the only... Oh no, what's the album called? Medication Time, yeah. I think it's kind of a hard one to find, too. So people are gonna moan and groan about this, but yes, I am a Billie Eilish fan. I like her, you know. Her music is very soothing, you know, to me. Especially when I'm having like a really like kind of not so good day, I can put Billie Eilish on and kind of feel a little much better. Need to color correct. Oh, you know what? I know what's going on. It's the light, yeah. But anyway, that's her first EP called Don't Smile at Me. That didn't get a CD release until like 2019, yeah. But it's from like 2017 or something like that. I know the song Ocean Eyes, that's a really good song. Bellyache. There's like a million different versions of this album out there. Or the CP, rather. I have the colored vinyl that's on like red vinyl too. Yeah, I have her first album and her second and this. I don't have that movie though that she did. I don't know if they ever physically released that. And I noticed kind of too, I don't know, she's not as popular these. I mean, she is still popular, very much popular, but you know, it's like you don't really hear about her too much these days. I don't know. But yeah, I like Billie Eilish. If you don't like her, whatever. Your opinion. I know people that don't, but whatever. Here's another local band, Hoity Toity, Not Your Kind, and I got this sign when I got them. They're like pop punk, pop rock, very much mid-2000s kind of emo rock kind of influenced. I saw them live. They're really good. I even filmed them too. So not only did I see them live, I filmed them. And I even got to meet them. I have pictures of me and them. A nice couple, nice band. CDR. There's the inside. There's their logo, Hoity Toity. This should really go in a sleeve. I don't know why it's in here like this. Bought it when I saw them live. And here's their other album, which was actually pre-signed before I even bought it. Or their first EP called Shut Up, Pinkies Up. Yeah. I guess I could show this too. There's the inside. It just simply says Hoity Toity. I recommend them. They're really good. I need to see them live again. They're actually playing in a couple, I think next month. So I might go see them again. Who knows? They just happened to be playing a show that my friend was playing, and I saw them. Nothing Face, the only Nothing Face CD I actually own. Pacifier, great nu metal band. Matt Holt was an amazing singer. Shame he passed away. I got this from a person who I used to know. Here's the disc and here's the picture. And I think this is the first. I don't think this is the first or second album with Matt on vocals. I know there's about the self-titled album, but that's like freaking crazy expensive rare. And I heard the vinyl's actually cut, because it is also on vinyl, but this isn't too hard to find. But that CD, oof, it's really hard to find. Even more so their demos before they had Matt Holt. And Tom Maxwell, I think, later went on to, or one of their guitarists, I think it was Tom, went on to be the guitarist for Hell Yeah? Yeah. Chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. Yeah, Limp Bizkit. Great album. You know, you gotta love Limp Bizkit. I mean, they don't take themselves too seriously. I have every single album except for Something Still Sucks, yeah. My favorite song from this, Full Nelson probably. Take a Look Around's really good. Boiler's good. Rollin', you know, that's the song. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. Yeah. It's good. Hot Dog's a great song too. Yeah, it's Shape of a Disc, or Shape of a Starfish. Yeah, band members. Some people have said this is the greatest Limp Bizkit album, and I think that Significant Other is probably the best. I think that's the name of the album. Yeah, probably. Do I have that? No, I guess I don't. Well, I have it, but it's not in this pile. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, I know John, my friend John Charisma's not gonna like me owning this, but I don't care. Personally, I love Saliva. Every 6 seconds. Yeah, they're ridiculous. Yeah, they're over the top. Even more over the top than Limp Bizkit. But I love them. I mean, there's just something about them. I mean, it's kind of dumb, but it's really... Look, I know the songs from playing video games, so maybe that has something to do with me liking them so much. I don't know. Like, Click Click Boom, you know, Your Disease. I heard Your Disease so many times in Inline Skater. And that's my computer was uploading the first or that part of the CD collection. I can understand if you don't like Saliva, and that's completely fine. That's your opinion. But the first 2 albums with Josie, I find to be good, and then kind of after that is like, I kind of agree where it's like iffy, you know, like how the holographs kind of go. It's kind of not holographic, but like you kind of see the stars in the light. I heard Josie is actually starting a new solo band, I heard. So that might be interesting. I do have their second album. Yeah. Here's some emo kind of alternative rock. Dashboard Confessional, A Mark Emission of Brand a Scar, which also has Carry This Picture's a good song. My copy also has a DVD in it, which I need to replace, the tray. If you haven't heard Dashboard Confessional, great, beautiful stuff. I know about them because a lot of their songs were in the soundtrack to Clone High, which, if you would have asked me years ago, a couple years ago, I hated Clone High, but I like it now. But, you know, the soundtrack was really good in that show. It has a Vagrant catalog from 2003 in here. I didn't even know this was in here. See what the releases were at that time. And I'll show you the disc. There's the CD, and yeah, of course this is a little broken, but whatever. There's the DVD, Far From Home Movies. But yeah, check out Dashboard Confessional. Great band, and some beautiful music right there. Moving on, Incubus with Make Yourself, featuring the original Hype sticker, featuring Pardon Me and Stellar and Drive. I like Incubus. This is where they start to go a little more alternative rock. I hate the fact that Brandon denies that they are nu metal at one point. It's like, come on, just admit it. There's nothing wrong with it. He's like, well, it was, you know, what did he say it was? It was filled with testosterone and misogyny. It's like, shut up. But I do like Incubus, and actually my uncle saw them on this tour in Colorado with Static X. So Incubus were touring for this album, and Static X were touring for Wisconsin Death Trip, which had been out a year at that point. 2000, yeah. Whatever tomorrow is down here, but you ought to open arms. I don't want Bing computer. There's their mascot at the time. I like how it formed into one big picture. My brother likes Incubus too. I still need to get a copy of Science and Fungus Among Us, although Fungus Among Us is a little difficult to find, but whatever. Yes, the beginning of nu metal. What people say. The first Korn album. I showed this in my nu metal CD collection, but here it is again. You know, everyone knows this album from front to back. I don't really need to explain anything, you know. If you heard it, you heard it. The fact that they're still going on 30 years later, it's pretty cool. But when people think of Korn, old school fans I should say, they usually think of this album right here, how it just changed. I would even say this album, well, it's kind of a big statement, but this is one of the albums that were basically killed grunge, I would say. Although I think, again, that's like a very statement, but I mean, if you think about it, the timing about when this album came out and when Nirvana broke up, I mean, come on, it's not coincidental. The first Cold album from '98, produced by Fred Durst. This is the one with Go Away on it, which is probably one of my favorite Cold songs. And I do like Cold. I prefer Year of the Spider. That's really good too, and yeah. But there's just something about this album that's just really good. Oh no, Fred Durst didn't produce this. Ross Robinson produced it, but Fred Durst got these guys on Flip. Look at that, look how young they all were. I saw on eBay that apparently this version of the album has a censored version of a song that was later originally uncensored, and that sold for like over $100. I couldn't believe it. So hopefully, I don't know if it's already on YouTube or not, so I like that. Maybe that'll be on YouTube finally. I don't know, or maybe it has. I don't even remember which song it was. Stick this in an envelope. Put a stamp on it or write an address below on the outside. If you mail it in a mailbox, we'll eventually get it. Kind of wonder what goodies you could have gotten from, let's see, from Cold back then. Yeah, whatever. Catastrophe Wife, Gone Away. This was Cat B. Ellen from Babes in Toyland's band after Babes in Toyland. Some really good punk rock stuff. Really noisy kind of punk stuff. But that says the song Gone Away. I have two copies. One that's regular, I think it's this one, and the other one that's actually signed by Cat B. Ellen herself. Which I really, 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 really treasure that. Because Cat retired and she doesn't do anything anymore. She doesn't even have a social media or anything. It's kind of sad. No one really knows much about her, but you know, I'll always love her. And I recommend, if you like punk rock, if you like Babes in Toyland, you'll definitely love Catastrophe Wife. They didn't last too long. I think they lasted like 4 years total. And they didn't even tour much of America. I think they only played in Minnesota and England. That's it. Sugar Ray with Floored. This is the last Sugar Ray album I like, because after this they went pop. This is when they were still nu metal, but it does have the song Fly on it, which people are like, oh, you know, I love Fly, you should do more of that and less heavy stuff. So that's how, you know, it kind of went. But I'd still really appreciate this era of Sugar Ray. Their first album was really good too. Brownies and Lemonade, I think it was called. I gotta fold this out. A lot of people don't even believe me that Sugar Ray was at one point nu metal. As you can see, it folds into a giant pinball machine. But yeah, people don't believe me. It's like, you know, Sugar Ray were nu metal? What? It's like, yeah, they were. And for those who don't believe me, I recommend you check out American Pig, or some of those songs from that. Deftones, the first Deftones album, Adrenaline, 1995. A lot of post-hardcore in the mid-90s really is a big blueprint of this album. Produced by Terry Date, so of course, you know, it's really good. I like this album. I think this is the only Deftones CD I own. But it's got Roots, 7 Words, Engine Number 9, Bored, great songs. I think it's also very raw, very different from like the later Deftones albums. It's kind of sad that people don't give the first Deftones album really a chance, and because there are some good stuff to be heard on the early stuff. I would love to get a copy of their early demos, but yeah, that's probably never going to happen. But yeah, check out Deftones, Adrenaline. Oh, this. I need to listen to this. This is Day 26. As seen on MTV's Making the Band 4. Another pop kind of group from the late 2000s that never got anywhere. I think I got this at a Dollar Tree. It was produced by Puff Daddy, so I guess that's noteworthy. Is there a picture? No, there isn't. They're all in tuxes instead of like actual like boy band clothes. They were like, oh, let's be different. I couldn't tell you if this is good or not, because I don't think I've ever even listened. I need to listen to it though. In fact, I probably do that later sometime. What else we got? Pink Spiders, Teenage Graffiti, is a pop punk band from the garagey mid pop punk from 2006. Got this at a Goodwill. It's really good. You can tell they're kind of Toy Dolls-ish. Very much influenced by Toy Dolls. But it doesn't even... in look only, they don't really sound anything like the Toy Dolls. I think they were like... advertised a lot on like MTV at the time. Oh, it even folds into a giant poster. Look at us. I think they actually reformed as well in recent years. Yeah, I feel like really kind of poppy, kind of alt rock, really garagey kind of stuff. You'll dig the Pink Spiders. I know a lot of people have memories of them during that time. What is this? Oh, this is a CD of my friend's band. This is an EP that didn't even get released. Like, it was briefly released in like very limited numbers, but this is the old version that was like mastered wrong, so I wrote "Do Not Sell" on there. Band called Poor Timing. They're really good. Yeah, this is the raw copy. We were supposed to sell them at a show, and I made a bunch of these like cases, like put through cases, and that was like 2017, 2018, and then the EP eventually got pulled anyway, the full version. But I do have that full version somewhere. I don't know if my friend would want it uploaded or not. Probably not. I don't know. Maybe we'll put it out as like kind of a comp or something. Here's the Family Values Tour CD from '99. The Big Baby. This was a little bit better in my opinion. I also have a one from 2001 too. But this has Limp Bizkit, Primus, Stain, Korn, Crystal Method, with Outside featuring Aaron Lewis and Fred Durst. I like the Korn melody on here, which is Adidas and Good God, yeah. Or was the melody on the first one? I don't know. Like how the baby's flipping people off. No family with value should expose your children to this. That's funny. Baby smoking. Primus were great. Early Stain, that was like, they were like just starting to come around that year. The only Fuel album I own, Something Like Human, which is the special expanded edition. Really good post-grunge kind of stuff. Alt rock. I like Last Time, and Hemorrhage is a really good song. Real shame that the singer left again. No, he had a lot of issues, the band inside, but what can you do? This version has like the bonus tracks. I think they were on the Japanese edition of the old one copy, and acoustic version of Hemorrhage. See the feet? Yeah, the feet. Yeah. I like Fuel. Not everyone likes them, but I have a soft spot for them because I discovered them actually through an anime video. An anime convention video. On top of that, they used the song Last Time. Oh, this is my friend's band, Super Groupie, Sky Sand Soul. I went to this is a San Diego kind of rock band. When this 2014? Has it really been that long? Yeah, keep it. They were really good. I saw them live. I think I took video of them too. And I got signed by all the members. I think they broke up since. I stayed at the one of the band members' houses, and I was able to get a copy. And then he went crazy. I don't know. After this, kind of a sad story. I don't want to really get into it for personal reasons. Protect the privacy, but yeah. He's a really nice guy, but yeah, you know. A lot kind of went down after that album came out. I also had their first EP. And they had a couple. I know that his dad had like demos and stuff. Not a lot of people outside really heard about them, but I know they worked with people in the industry. Luscious Jackson. Fever in, Fever out. I know about this band because the drummer of this band was part of the Beastie Boys, and she was also in the Lunatics at one point, so that's kind of how I know about them. They were alright. Alt rock. Decent alt rock. Not my favorite. It's definitely not anything like the Beastie Boys or the Lunatics, which I'll give them. I think one of the members actually died like fairly recently. But yeah, an okay band. They just need to click with me, I guess. What do we have here? I got a couple more. Oh yeah. Here's some Luscious. Oh, can I show that? Wait. I guess I can. In Search of Manny. And I'll cover that up. With the Daughters of the Chaos 7 single. Part of a 2 CD pack. So I guess it was like one whole thing. I don't know. I'll show them both the discs. But they look basically identical. Daughters of the Chaos. In Search of Manny. 1993. Wow. I think I got that at a record store somewhere. I guess it kind of folds into one album. That's what they were going for. How many more do we have? Hold on. Okay, we got a little bit more, but you know. This is a hardcore band from Boston called Mental. This is a CD copy I made. Band called with their EP or comp called Get an Oxygen Tank, which is a compilation of a bunch of stuff from their singles and some of their demos, songs that didn't make those EPs. I need to get a real copy. I made this a long time ago from stuff I downloaded online, but they're a really good hardcore band. I wish more people knew about them. And I don't even know how I discovered them. I think I just typed in EP 2002 maybe? I don't know. Oh no, I found them through demo or something. Mo Green. No, not the gangster from the Godfather movie. This is a band called Mo Green. Their album Home. I think I put this out on YouTube. I don't know. A decent alt-rock band. I think I put this on a cassette tape at one point and listened to it. It's alright. I got it at a thrift store. I like finding stuff like this because it's like you don't ever hear about it anywhere. Another band I found for $1, the Exies. I know they had a song on the Guitar Hero soundtrack called Hey You. This was way before that. They almost look like an Orgy ripoff. But it's not that heavy stuff, but it's alright for what it is. I prefer their later stuff though. Little ad right there. There's that. And the lyrics. Yeah, they're a good band. I think their earlier stuff is kind of softer though. And what a freaking weird cover too. What else we got? Cold Chamber with Notion Tragedy and No Home, which is a sampler from their second album, which is, where is it? Does it say what album this is from? Well, it was their second album. I can't believe I forgot about it already. I should know it. But yeah, it's really good. All three songs are good. No Home especially. And I heard they're actually going to work on some new material, so that may or may not happen. I'm glad they're back, but I don't want a repeat of the 2015 reunion, if anyone remembers that. Yeah, that was, yeah. This is a CDR that my brother made, Journey Greatest Hits. I have that album. I don't even know why I still have that CDR copy. LNOR, Hairspray and Ripoff. I got this for free from a friend. It's like experimental noise. Not noise rock, like actual experimental like noise stuff. Funny enough, my friend thought it was like Riot Grrrl stuff, but it's like not at all. Not at all. But I heard it. It's alright. I mean, I have to really be in the mood for noise music to get into that stuff, and experimental noise at that. This is a really cheaply copied made, but this is a Florida rap metal band called Ordered by Chaos, and this band is actually what got me into underground new metal. This is their album, A Dynasty Is Born. See, look, I printed the back cover, but it's like friggin', I don't know. I made this when I was in high school. I think the whole album's on YouTube anyway. And their early stuff's alright. I prefer their later stuff because they got a lot heavier. Which is sad because they didn't even make another album after that. Just EPs. Vanilla Ice. Mind blowing. This is when he kind of came back into like Rasta kind of reggae kind of stuff. You know, with the dreadlocks and stuff like that. What was the song that was Hit 'Em Hard? I like the song Hit 'Em Hard, really good. What was the hit though? The Wrath. Yeah, that was it. Roll 'em Up's a really good song. I know people like to make fun of Vanilla Ice, and to be fair, he's gone through multiple forms, but I mean, but I like Vanilla Ice, and this isn't my favorite album of his by any stretch of the imagination, which I'll show you my favorite album of his pretty soon. But yeah, check out Mind Blowing if you like weird rap. Do I have the Vanilla Ice album I want to show? Hold on. I think I have it here. I could have sworn it was right there. Whatever. It'll probably show up. SPF 1000. A lot of people know, and it's actually signed. A lot of people know about this band because they had a song called Darkness that was on an episode of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, you know, Purple Filth. So, and these guys are also in a... that, of course, I had to drop. Hold on. But yeah, they were on the soundtrack to that, and the song Darkness, which is for some reason not on this album. If you like Marilyn Manson-esque bands that were like really rampant throughout the early 2000s, this right here will be up your alley 100%. Especially to listen to on around October. Witch Hunt, you know, Horror Show. Man, it just brings me back. It's a shame they didn't do anything else really much after this album, because they're really good. Highly recommend. I even uploaded it on Halloween, I think. Wow, that's gonna upset. Oh no, here it is. Who's hiding? This is my favorite Vanilla Ice album, Hard to Swallow, from 1998. This is a great album. I mean, for one, it's got a new metal version of Ice Ice Baby, which is what was it? Too Cold? Yeah. And ADD's a really good song. Prozac. It's heavy. A lot of people don't even realize it. And of course, produced by Ross Robinson, so that was what Vanilla Ice wanted, and people really slept on it, and I wish they didn't. It's a really freaking heavy album. And yeah, it's just... I love this era of Vanilla Ice, and I honestly kind of wish he would do something like this again, but you know, He's touring nostalgia tours, and he's happy, so can't really blame him for that. I don't have every nu metal CD he ever made, but that's the one I have that's probably my favorite, honestly. So yeah, that's really good. Moving right along, the only Trapped album I own, DNA. This one's actually signed, which has bonus tracks. You either like Trapped or you don't. I don't get the hate. I mean, I get, you know, not agreeing with the singer's politics, but whatever. I don't really care about that. Trapped are really good, and I think their third album I really like. Got this at Best Buy. One of the last CDs I got at Best Buy before they stopped selling CDs, which was a stupid move on their part, because they were like, oh, let's sell vinyl, but their vinyl's like $70 a record. That's gonna be the downfall of vinyl. That's a stupid decision. And the sad part is I knew a place that sold vinyl really cheap, and then they went under business, so... Whoa! Systematic. I've heard people call these guys nu metal, but they kind of fall more into hard rock than nu metal, which isn't a bad thing, but I remember the song Return to Zero. It is their only album. I don't know, maybe I just haven't heard the whole thing yet. Maybe there is something heavy with them, but I don't know, I didn't hear it when I heard them. Somewhere in between. I know they play with a bunch of people back then, though. Like, they were like another kind of band that you saw in a lot of tours that people would book. Cinch. I honestly thought these guys were nu metal by their name and the cover, and the fact that they were signed to Roadrunner, but it's kind of like hard rock. And I don't really have much to say about it. I'll give it another whirl, though, one of these days. It's really not heavy at all, though, but, you know, again, doesn't need to be. I remember it kind of being okay. I remember hearing it. It was like 50 cents, so. The Role Models with Let's Go Die. Punk band. I think I put this on YouTube at one point. Pretty alright punk. Kind of like in the vein of like Misfits and like, I don't know, really offensive kind of punk rock stuff. Yeah, the Role Models. That could be a really good poster if you blew that up. I think they put out something else after this. Could be wrong, though. What else we got? Something you don't really need in your collection unless if you're a diehard Korn fan like I am. This is Live and Rare, which has basically the CBGB songs that, you know, there's a DVD that they put out that has like a live set of CBGBs in '03 that has those songs, plus a bonus live song. It's a B-sides. Yeah, I think it has the Woodstock songs on there too. It has Proud on there too. Do you need it if you're a Korn fan? maybe. If you want to hear the audio tracks from the DVD, probably in the car somewhere. Very minimalistic. The best of Coal Chamber. Speaking of CDs, you don't need it unless you're a diehard fan. Although this has the one-stop chop shop mix of One Step and the hands-on wheel mix of Big Truck. It's a good comp. Came out a year after they broke up. To my knowledge, I don't think it was even authorized by the band. These best of albums really weren't, because I know the Fear Factory one wasn't, and the Typo Negative one wasn't either. Yeah, Coal Chamber, just amazing. I talked about them to death. One of the best new metal bands ever. And I'm happy that they're back for now. And I say for now because I don't want to be dumb and be like, oh, they're back for good forever, and then they break up again, because I think they've broken up like twice already. But yeah, we'll see how long they stay this time around. Grip. I think this is like their third album. Underground new metal band. I forgot where they're from. I think from California. I think they're actually like Christian. Like new metal. Two. Notice they put out a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Heal Me Back, definitely kind of Christian-ish, but again, I like Cutlass, so, you know. Stained. Probably my favorite Stained album, Break the Cycle. This is the one with, It's Been a While. I like the song Open Your Eyes. That's a great album opener. For You. That's a good one. Yeah, this album's great. I think I had to clean the disc a little bit because it skipped a little bit in my CD player. I've done that with CDs before where they like didn't play all the way and I had to clean them. But that's what you get when you look through albums in Goodwill, so. How many more we got? Like, hopefully not that much more. What is this? The Beatles Acetates. These are like demos. I think these were like the first Beatles like demo CDs. Or like bootleg CDs. This is from '91, so yeah, it's pretty early. On Yellow Dog Records. These are like demos, like it's got the demo of Day in the Life, Magical Mystery Tour, Goodbye, I Am the Walrus, which is funny they have those era songs, but that's like a 63, 64 era photo. That's kind of funny. Those are pretty pricey too, and I bought them. They're like 20 bucks. My favorite post-hardcore album ever at the moment. At the Drive-In with Relationship of Command. Such a good album. Of course, Ross Robinson, he makes great stuff. Let's see, One Armed Scissors is really good. I like the song Mannequin Republic. I think that's the song with Iggy Pop. Sleepwalk Capsules. Parent Against Users are a great song too. Just the whole album is just great. At the Drive-In are so amazing. Which is funny, I discovered them on a complete accident. From a CD I found at a yard sale. I used to have a printed CD cover copy of this. Like, it was the actual CD, but I printed the cover myself. This is the actual CD. I still need to get the other one. So the other At the Drive-In stuff. The first album, too. Project 86. What's this album? Rival Factions. At this point they had completely abandoned the nu metal style. Kinda go more post-hardcore. That's its original blue case, too. But I like the post-hardcore era Project 86. I have like a couple of their albums. It's not my favorite from them. But, you know, what can you do? If you put the blue next to that, you get some like secret messages, kind of like what Marilyn Manson did with Mechanical Animals. Of course, I hate when this happens. It's like, there we go. Yeah, Project 86. Frankie G. I think I got this for like $1 at a yard sale. The one. I don't even know why I had this. Thought it was gonna be some, and it might be good. I don't know, because I like mid-2000s R&B. I don't know. Maybe I thought it was gonna be like another Craig David, but you know. I think this is the only thing he ever put out too. Not Craig David. This guy. How many more we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay. We're almost done. Fudha Mukka. Some really raw, hardcore nu metal stuff. Like the early 2000s. Forgot where they were from. I think they were from the West Coast. Or west or east, I don't know. I found this at a record store. I uploaded this on YouTube on my other channel, and the singer of the band's son commented on my, or kid, whatever, commented on it. I was like, really? Your father's Big Nasty? Yeah. It's actually signed too, which is kind of funny. Yeah, there's the singer's autograph. Singer tries to be Phil Anselmo, and he does kind of a good job at it. I know they have another album too, but I don't have that. Led Zeppelin, Mothership. I don't need to say anything. This is just like the best greatest hits album of Zeppelin on the Super Jewel case. I know there's like a couple of different versions of it. It's in this like really thick kind of book, which has like credits and pictures of the band. If you don't know Led Zeppelin, what are you doing? Like one of the greatest British rock bands ever. Mothership. There's actually a 3-disc edition of that too. Linkin Park, Meteora. Another band I don't really need to get into. Everyone knows about him. This is the Digipack edition. I mean, Somewhere I Belong is the one with Lying From You, Faint, of course, Breaking the Habit, of course, Numb. That was like their #1 hit single. I don't have the deluxe version with like the demos and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get them into. I'm just not that big into Linkin Park these days, but I do like them still. And this is the album that got them really popular too, so they were mega stars when that came out. Dissection, industrial kind of new metal from Arizona. This is their only EP on Band Bitch Records, which their Static X's manager, roadie, or I think one of their friends actually was part of, and this is their only release. In fact, Wayne Static recommended these guys. They even says, we'd like to thank Wayne Static for his support. Why do I have this? These are some news clippings. These are a bunch of crap. That needs to go. But this does have like the place where I bought it. What about this? Does this go to? Oh no, this is like some advertisement for some death metal band. Anyway, there's the disc. The insert. Really, really good band. Yeah, I think I looked up something with Wayne Static, and these guys popped up. On Guard. I don't even think this is on YouTube yet. I need to put that up. The Only Damageplan album, Newfound Power. Band that started after Pantera broke up, and these guys broke up because someone killed Dime. Yeah. Really good band though. FU has Corey Taylor singing. My favorite song from this is Blunt Force Trauma, which is funny enough a name of a Liquid Gang song. A lot of people don't remember Bad Damageplan, but they were really, for what they were pretty good. I just wish Dime didn't die so young. So sad. Another new metal band, Minus Driver. Kind of more pop stuff. This is a Message for You. I don't have the first Minus album, but I need to get that one day. It's pretty hard to find though. Here's the disc. Looks like a phone. I recommend them. The earlier stuff was a lot heavier though. What is this? Oh, this is my Stats CD. This is part of the Aerosmith Pandora's Box compilation box set. But it's got When I Needed You, Make It, Same Old Song and Dance. Me and my dad used to listen to a lot of Aerosmith, and this has disc 3 in it for some reason. There's disc 1. You know, gotta love classic Aerosmith. Massachusetts rock band. I showed this in my new metal CD collection. Drop Clutch. I think these guys are from Colorado. New metal band. I uploaded this whole thing online. I kind of made fun of it too because I'll show you. It's a CDR. Look, one of the band members is Jimmy Neutron. Found that kind of funny. It's supposed to be a different press of it because the ink, the credits, you could barely even make out anything. Can't even make out the lyrics here. But yeah, Drop Clutch, really good band. What is this? Dr. Demento used to play these guys on the air. The Ziggins, Chicken Out. It's kind of like ska, kind of silly, kind of comedy rock. I think I uploaded this on YouTube. A lot of people, yeah, if you, back in the mid-90s, if you knew about Dr. Demento, you knew about this band. It's actually signed too. I think it has some like information about a band member in here. From some receipt, I don't know. Yeah, there's the disc, 1995. So I'm trying to talk quieter because, you know. Foo Fighters with The Color and the Shape. Second album from Foo Fighters. Probably my favorite. I really like this album. Monkey Wrench is a great song. Of course, My Hero, Everlong. You know. I need to get the deluxe edition with the demos. Because I actually do like the Foo Fighters. The music video me and my brother used to watch for Monkey Wrench on Music Choice, because that was like that Music Choice was essentially our MTV. This is really rare. I didn't even notice how rare it was. I got like 4 people asking me for this. This is No Thanks to Paul, Wake Me When It's Over. Like, kind of like pop punk emo. They're from Glendale, California. Really, really good stuff. And apparently I was like the first one to put scans of this album on Discogs, and then people were like, "You have a copy of that? Really?" Yeah, there's the disc. I like how it says copyright 2000, and then they just put a 1 at the end. I think this is the only thing they ever put out. Yeah, I didn't realize how rare this is. You know, if someone comes at me for the right price, maybe I will sell it. I don't know. Because it is really good. You don't hear about much of it at all. Oh, this is a compilation my mom got years ago. This is 80s mega metal, because my mom's a 80s metalhead. But it's got songs from Poison, Twisted Sister, Quiet Riot, Winger, Skid Row, White Lion, and some other lesser known 80s metal bands. Like, the disc is pretty scratched. Yeah, it's pretty unplayable. Played it a lot in the car. It really got me appreciation for like metal music from the 80s. What else we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Trust Fall with Bright. I own 2 copies of this. One that was factory sealed and one in pretty beat up condition. This was the sealed copy, I think. Was it? No, it wasn't. Well, I know I own 2 copies for sure. Great nu metal. I know my friend, well, he wasn't even a friend, he was an ex-acquaintance. Tried to say these guys were post-hardcore. Moron. They're pretty nu metal to me. I hate to get their first album too. But that's hard fun. Got that for quite a bit, but you know. Exomniac, Save Yourself. Pretty hard to find, like rap metal. 2006. Wow. I like how the guy's shirt is censored. Pretty raw stuff. It's really kind of poor, kind of raw production, but that's, I guess, what they were going for when they put it out. I think they're, where are they from? They're from Pennsylvania, looks like. Again, I think it was like factory sealed when I got it too. Home Cooking, Bowl by Bowl. Alt rock from like the early 2000s. It's okay. I put this up on YouTube. Very local band. A picture has them eating inside some cafe somewhere. It's not, it's alright. I don't listen to it that often though. It is up on YouTube though, if you want to look it up. The Hard and the Heavy, Volume 1. I don't think there's a Volume 2. This is a compilation of like a bunch of bands. Like it's got, let's see, Monster Magnet, Pyroman 5000, Sevendust, Static X, Fear Factory, Puya, Amorphous, Nothing Face, Videodrone, Limp Bizkit. Pretty decent comp. I don't know how this label got the rights to everything, but yeah, the Hard, the Heavy. And of course it's got the booklet of like all the bands. Nothing Face, 1 Minute Silence, which I have showed in another video. Yeah. Here's one of the rarest CDs I own in my collection. This is Blink-182 with Enema of the State, which has the uppercase B in Blink, plus the American Red Cross sign, which you have both of these. It's the first press. They got rid of that later presses. I've explained who Blink. I think everyone knows who Blink-182 are. Yeah, true. They're not like actual like punk stuff, but it's pop rock. It's fun pop rock. Who cares? I like it. And I think this is my favorite Blink-182 album. It's like one big line to the doctors. I should really put this in a full, like a something protective. What do we got here? Oasis with Dig Out Your Soul. The last ever Oasis album. It's actually a very underrated album. I like the song Shock of the Lightning. It's a really good song. Soldier On. Falling Down's a really good song too. I gotta say, Oasis left their mark on a high note. This album is really more Noel's though. I think he did a lot more on this than Liam, but Liam's got a lot on it too. And then they broke up during the tour of that album. And actually just saw Noel earlier this month with Garbage. Here's a X Games compilation from 2003. I think I got the sealed. Which, funny enough, Stack X actually played there, or played live there. You wouldn't even know who played. Has a sticker on there. I guess I could show who's on here. Folds into a poster. Let's see who's on here. Deftones, Linkin Park, 311, Cold, Static X, Gimme Gimme Shock Treatment, which that song appeared on this comp before it appeared on anything else. They're rarities even. Taris, which is weird, Gangstar, Trapped, The Used, and Motley Crue. Kind of a weird mix. But, you know. Yeah, Stack X played those X Games. You can find footage of that on YouTube. Leftover Crack, Mediocre Generica. Like ska crust punk stuff. I really, really like these guys. They're from New York. They're like one of my favorite New York punk bands. Very, very kind of over the top. I like them. Like Stop the Insanity is a great song. Born to Die, Atheist Anthem, Nazi White Trash, The Good, the Bad, and the Leftover Crack. Which is like them kind of doing Dead Kennedys. I have some of the other. I think this is the only. What you call it? Leftover Crack CD I own. I know I have a Choking Victim CD somewhere. Unauthorized duplication is encouraged. If you like that crust kind of stuff, you'll like Leftover Crack. Hobain, Dunrobin. It's like pop punk, kind of alt rock. These guys later became something else, which I also have their CD. I don't think this is on YouTube. I got it at a library for like $1. It's really kind of poppy, but it's not bad. They just put this out, and I can't even find any information about them, honestly. Just that one CD. What is this? Oh, I don't know why that's in there. We have, this is a great album, Kitty, Spit, the first Kitty album. This is the American press from 2000. I know the first press came out in '99 in Canada, which I'd like to get that copy. It has like a different cover and everything. Yeah, Kitty, if you don't know, all female. I guess that's pretty obvious from the cover, but they're a metal band, alternative metal band from Canada. They were really pretty big at one point. They're still playing shows. I know they just came back from hiatus, and apparently they're going to work on some new material, so I'm looking forward to that. And I know it's going to be heavy. I wish I had more Kitty CDs. This is the only one I found. On different side of the spectrum, Him, Dark Light. Yeah, I know. People are like, oh, whatever. I love Him. And this CD in particular brings me back to when I went to Hawaii in 2018, because I listened to this album a lot, and you know, people can make fun of it for, you know, him for being like, oh, they're like pop Type O Negative, but you know, they're more than that in my opinion. I think that picture, wait a minute, I think that picture, was that picture taken? Oh no, I think that picture was actually taken. No, probably not. And I was gonna say Bam Margera's house or castle, but yeah, I mean it could have been. I don't know. The soundtrack to Freddy vs. Jason, the Freddy cover. This is a great soundtrack. It's got Slipknot, Type O Negative, We Were Electrocute. That's a great song. Lamb of God, Sepultura, Powerman 5000, Murder Dolls, Hatebreed, Spineshank, Mushroomhead. When people think like new metal soundtracks, this is one of the soundtracks they think of. And on top of it, Freddy vs. Jason is a great movie. I happen to like it. And I think a lot of people do too, last I checked. I don't know if people have been like, oh, it's trash, like Rob Zombie's movies. Because they follow trends. Here's another soundtrack, End of Days, 99, which I actually have the movie for. It's right there. Which has Korn, Everlast, Limp Bizkit, Prodigy, very, very early Professional Murder music song, Sonic Youth. This happens to be a great song or soundtrack and a great movie too. I like the Korn song in here, Camel Song. That's a great song. It's not on any other album, I don't think. I don't know if you can see that. Gotta be quick because I'm running out of space. Cold Chamber, Ozfest. This is an Ozfest bootleg from like 1998. Yeah. It's not even the right dates even. I think it's like something else. It's got the demos which don't even work because this is a pretty old CDR. There's Dez. I posted it on one of the shows on YouTube, the Los Angeles, like the second show. And here are the two MTV Return of the Rock albums, which are really good. Discovered a lot of cool bands on these. And Return of the Rock 2, which is the censored version, but it's got a lot of good stuff in here too. Anyway, that's my part 21 of my CD collection. Can I show the booklet? Probably not. Anyway, I'll try. Yeah. Anyway, that's part 21 of my CD collection. See you all in the next part, whenever that is. Bye. You know, since I have more footage, I'll show this but in more detail. This is volume 2 of Return of the Rock. For some reason my copy is censored. I need to get the uncensored version, but it's got all these songs. It's got a Marilyn Manson live track. It's got Fuel, Soulfly, Godsmack, UPO, a lot of good stuff. It's the disc. Also available volume 1. Anyway, that's it. It's now for real, that's it. Thank you all for watching and see you in the next part.